Hey everybody, hope you all are doing well. My name is Kapil, and with this video, I'm starting a brand new series of No BS Dental Boards lectures, where my primary focus will be on condensing a lot of information into just few slides, which will help you quickly prepare for your INBD or INBD exam. I have looked on YouTube during my exam, but I couldn't find a single source that provides good information along with mnemonics, which I can watch or listen whenever I feel so. And this is one of the major reasons I wanted to make a series of dental boards lectures and share all that good information with all of you. So if you take these notes and mnemonics seriously and practice it, I can guarantee you that it'll save you tons of time during the day of your exam. I have personally used them, and the way I did was writing most of them during those two 15 minutes break that I had. Honestly, I even used 10 minutes of my lunchtime to write these mnemonics on a scratch paper. So without further wasting any more time, let me start with my very first lecture on the main arteries and their branches, which are commonly asked in the test. So let's get started. All right. So the very first one is the aorta and the main branches. So aorta has four main branches, which are ascending aortic arch, descending thoracic aorta, and the descending abdominal aorta. So if you look at the left side of the screen, let me change it to the laser. So okay, so its main branches are four, as I said. So it's A2, D2. So A2, D2, and then if you wanted to look into the branches, then you can use this mnemonic, which is aseptic Roger let, like aseptic ascending Roger right coronary artery, and let the left coronary artery. And the second one is auction Lele's bra, auction aortic arch, and then Lele's bra. And Danielle picked, and then Roger got sick. Then Roger got sick. So you can also look at the diagram, the picture that I have given here for further explanation. So if you know that the aorta is the main and the largest artery in the human body, originating from the left ventricle of the heart and extending down to the abdomen, where it splits into two smaller arteries, the common iliac arteries. Yeah, you will see those in the bottom after the abdominal aorta finishes. It'll separate into two separate iliac arteries, common iliac arteries, and the aorta distributes oxygenated blood to all parts of the body through the systemic circulation. And the descending, the two very important things that you need to remember is that the descending thoracic aorta extends from T4 to T12, and then descending abdominal aorta extends from T12 to L4, and the aorta terminates at L4, and then it divides into, as I said before, its left and right common iliac arteries that further supplies lower limb and the pelvic viscera. So moving down to external carotid artery branches. So if you can see, there are 8 branches of external carotid artery: superficial, temporal, maxillary, deep or posterior, auricular, occipital, facial, lingual, and ascending and superior, ascending pharyngeal, and the superior thyroid artery. You can also look at the picture, and then there are 3 mnemonics that you can use. Is one of them is Superman in deep ocean fights large ascending shark. Second one is some inanimate mist like football, other prefer soccer matches. This mnemonic is actually used by many of the textbooks. And the third one is some angry lady is fighting over PMS. All right, so moving to the third one, which is the maxillary artery portions and the branches. So there are 3 main portions of maxillary artery, which are mandible portion, um, pterygopalatine portion, and the pterygoid portion. So mandible portion has 5 further branches. Pterygoid portion has 4 branches, and then pterygoid palatine portion has 6 branches. So the way you can remember is I have given 2 mnemonics. One is damn, I am pretty drunk, but pissed as puck. And the second one is damn, I broke my pretty doll. I put super glue, please don't approach. So you can, wherever you see that comma, that that's where the branches for the portion of the branches of that portion finishes, and then the next portion start, and you can see the further branches. All right, moving down to the next one, which is internal carotid artery and the main branches. So there are 5 main branches, which I have mentioned on the right hand side, and the mnemonic is on the left hand side, which is um, meotid artery, actually problematic. So you can see the name of the artery is already given within the mnemonic. Is when you say see my otid artery, actually problematic, is I represent internal, otid represent carotid, and then artery represent artery. So my is middle, otid is ophthalmic, artery anterior, actually the anterior cerebral artery, and the problematic is posterior communicating artery. I have given 4 different pictures to give you clear understanding on how these different branches of internal carotid artery spread throughout the brain. And then moving towards the next one, which is one of the most important artery, which is subclavian artery. You will see a lot of questions around which artery supplies thyroid, which artery supplies the um, the circle of Willis. So those kind of questions you will see in the exam. So right now you can see there are 5 main branches, which are vertebral, internal thoracic artery, thyrocervical trunk, costocervical trunk, and then dorsoscapular artery. The mnemonic for this one is very interesting things I sacrifice to country since doomsday. So when I'm putting things in the bracket, in the parentheses, it means that these 3 words belongs to the further branches of the main branch from subclavian, which is thyrocervical in this case, and then you can see inferior thyroid, supraclavicular, and then transverse are represented by the words that I've given in the parentheses. In the similar way, the next one is costocervical trunk has 2 further branches, which is superior or higher intercostal, and then deep cervical. And the same way you have dorsal, which is represented by a day here. So again, very interesting things I sacrificed to country since doomsday. Moving towards the next one, which is circle of Willis, its contents, and so this circle of Willis is actually within the subarachnoid space, and the mnemonic of this one is ATM app. It's pretty easy, right? You have, everybody has a app in their in their phone, and then you just have a ATM app, right? That tells you all the branches that are associated with the circle of Willis. But why did I put this M in the asterisk? There is a reason, because a lot of textbooks would say that the middle cerebral artery is not a part of the circle of Willis, which is true in a sense, because it actually does not, it's not even actually available. It's actually outside the circle of Willis, which is considered like this one here, the one that I'm right now showing you. So anterior terminal part of the internal carotid artery, middle cerebral artery, and then anterior communicating, posterior communicating artery, and the posterior cerebral artery. All these are part of the circle of Willis. You can ignore middle cerebral artery, but if you have in one of the text, one of the question in during the exam um, about the middle cerebral artery. If all of these other branches are given and then they ask you for which one is not a part of it, then yeah, you need to exclude middle cerebral artery. But if you have given only the middle cerebral artery and they're asking you which one is a part of the circle of Willis, then yeah, go ahead and then pick it up, because pick that option, because that is the one that you can include that is a part of the circle of Willis. So that's pretty much in today's lecture, and I hope you like this video, and if you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to share a lot of new information, new videos with a lot of new mnemonics which are easy to remember, and then that'll again help you a lot in saving a lot of time during the exam, which I actually did. So thank you very much, and stay safe until then. Take care. Bye.